Okay, so you don't have to read it yet.
Oh.
Okay. So we're going to start for 5-ish days. Why are you talking? For about 5 days, we're going to be learning about the water cycle. So, do any of you know anything about the water cycle, or like water on Earth? Anything like that? Anyone know anything about it? Hi, Vanessa, what do you know about it?
I know that water, like in the ground, like water that lies on the ground after rain, it turns into what I don't know necessarily like.
Okay, turns into something. It does something and goes back up. Okay. Ariana, what do you got?
Dirt that is the water that is underground. It actually isn't dirty. It's actually some of the cleanest water.
Okay. Cool. What do you got?
I've got that. The water cycle is made up of 3 stages.
Okay.
First, the water heats up and condensates and evaporates, goes into the air.
Mm-hmm.
Then it condensates, creating clouds. When the clouds get filled with water, they release all the water they have. The water that goes back down to the ground it goes into water filters, and like Ariana said, it does go into the ground, and it's filtered from all the dirt and gravel layers that it goes through.
All right. Wow. Connor, what do you got?
We drink the same water that dinosaurs drink.
Okay, we drink the same water dinosaurs drink. Ariana, what else do you have to add?
There will always be 75% of the Earth's surface will always be water.
Okay. So, what is this? A globe. This is a globe. So I'm going to give you 3 Post-it notes individually. So you're not working in groups, so there shouldn't be much talking. You're going to answer these 3 questions on separate Post-its. So one Post-it's going to have predict how much of the planet is water and how much is land. One Post-it. Your next Post-it is saying where can water be found on Earth. Okay, we're talking about this globe here, planet Earth. And how much is usable by living things. Okay, meaning like living things, humans, animals, plants, things like that, okay? Biotic factors, living things. So, Nick, help me pass out. 3 to each person, okay? Morgan, 3 to each person. Jeffrey, want to pass out? No? What happens if you don't know? It's a guess. These are all guesses. These are all, like, where can water be found? How much? That could be an estimate. So this is all estimating. Or just what you know. So as soon as you get your Post-its, you can start.
Do you have to answer any question for him?
No, it's not Jeffrey. You don't have to answer a question.
No, what do you have to what? You have to write like that, like where?
Oh, no. It doesn't have to be in full sentences. It's on a sticky note. So there you go. All right. Everyone have 3 Post-its?
Yep.
Cool. When you're done, just raise your hand. I'll come around and get them. And remember, we're only talking about planet Earth. We're not talking about Mars or Venus.
Do you have to write our names on them?
You don't have to. Unless you want to. You can write your names on the back. So first one, predict how much of the planet is water and how much is land. Where can water be found on Earth? And how much is usable by living things. Done, Connor?
Yeah.
All right. 75% predict how much water is on the planet, and then the 50% is usable by living things?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the third one?
Oh, sorry. How much is usable by living things? So, like, how much of the water that's on Earth is actually usable by living things? So, like,
What were the other questions?
What was number 2?
done? What's up? Yeah, so, like, how much if there's 70%, you say there's 70% water, or let's say you say 70% land, how much of it needs to be water? 30, because it needs to be 100, right? Can't be over 100% when you're taking percentages. Huh? So that's when it says how much land, make sure you're putting, if it's 75% water, how much of it is land.
Well, let's put our names on them.
You don't have to, it's okay.
What's the third question?
Where can water be found?
I thought that was.
Oh no, sorry, I was looking at it wrong. How much is usable by living things? Yep. Yep, percentage-wise. What's up? You done? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to say land. You're done. You're just saying 50% of that 75% water is usable. You don't have to. You do not have to write your name. Done? Come on up. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. All right, you have about 30 more seconds to finish up. Yeah, I'm not saying where can water be found. Where do you find water? So this is question 3. When you're done, you can silently read for a little bit while we're waiting for our friends to finish, or you can sit there quietly. Done, Jordan? More seconds. Alright, I'm just taking what you have. If you haven't finished all 3, it's fine. Anyone else I don't have? Brandon? Alright. Everyone should be quiet. So So, for the first one, predict how much of the planet is water and how much is land. Can we see these? If we, thanks. So, percentage of Earth's surface that is water. 75%, 75%, 75, got another 75, 75, 75. How many of you actually put 75? Because it's almost all of you. Or around 75. I saw one like 76, I think. Alright. So most of us think that it is 75% and then the rest is water. Okay? So that is water, sorry. Percentage of usable water. So that means like water being able to drink or use for things. We have 50%. 50%. This person said 5%. We shouldn't be laughing. We don't know if they're right or not. 55%. We got, how many of you put around 50%? I saw a lot of 50s. This person is saying 100% of it, I think. We got 30%. How many of you put 30%? So how many of you put about 50? 50, you're like in the 40s, 40 or 50. How many put 30? 3 of you put 30. How about lower than 30? So you put like 10% or 5%, 25%. All right. So then how about locations of water? Most of us already have, we have like the same thing. You can find water in the rivers. Find one in rivers. What do we got? Oceans, lakes, underground, sinks. This person named all the oceans. We got the Atlantic, the Indian, the Pacific, pond, lake, the Mississippi River. Underground in the sewers. We shouldn't be talking. Lakes, ocean, underground. How many of you have like the same idea? You said like rivers, lakes, ponds, oceans, streams, creeks, all those. How many of you actually put underground? Coconuts? Did anyone put a cactus? Everyone forgot about the cactus.
The cactus.
Cacti.
But didn't that come from underground? Isn't that like one?
Alright. So, we're going to be looking at these ideas and what we thought compared to what it actually is throughout this lesson. But first, we are going to play a little game with our globe. So I need everyone to stand up and prepare. Everyone should be standing up quietly. Jacob, can you just go around to make like a circle? Sammy, can you just get on the other side to make it a circle?
We have to get on there. Really?
Or we can... No, because then you're going to be too close to here, so just get behind your table. Okay. So what we are going to do is we're going to toss, not chuck, not throw, toss the globe. So you're going to pass it to someone. Toss it. not chuck it or throw it. You're going to catch it. Whatever the person, so you catch it. I just caught it. Someone threw it to me and I caught it. I catch it with 2 hands. My right thumb. Whatever my right thumb lands on, everyone hold up your right hand.
Yeah.
Everyone's holding up their right hand. Whatever your right thumb lands on, you're going to give me. So you're going to say water or land. Okay? That's all we're going to do right now. Everyone understand? What?
We did this exact thing in Cozy.
Okay.
Except Cozy.
All right. So I'm going to throw it to my first person. Everyone should be paying attention. Okay, how about we yell the person's, not yell, say the person's name before we pass it to them, okay? So, Kylie, what did your right thumb land on? Land or water?
Land.
Land?
Sammy. Whoops, I can't go that far without.
Sammy, what'd you get? Water. Sit down once you've been given a chance. Water. Land? Brian. Jeffrey, whenever you pick it up. Water. Land.
Half water, half land.
Alright. Water. Land.
Oh wait,
Rail. Water.
no, it's land. That's the forward step.
Alright. I put water. It's okay. What do you got?
Jordan. Water.
Right thumb.
No, water. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's okay. Alright. Right thumb. Water? Okay. Water. So we got 8 land and 10, 5, 10, 15.
Isn't that?
Oh, I see all
It's
supposed to be
9.
land.
Isn't that 9? Because you
What?
crossed
Oh,
the
yeah,
line.
sorry. Yep. 9. So in total we have what? 15 plus 9.
4.
Alright, so 24 in total. So we want to find the percentage of how much water we got versus how much land we got. I'll take that from you, Jordan. So water versus land. How do we think we find percentage? What is percentage out of? What is percentage out of? So some of you said there's 75% water, and then you said 25% land. So what is percentages out of? Go ahead.
Percentage is made out of space.
Okay, but what number is it made out of? You have 75 and you had 25. Why didn't you do 75 and 26? Why didn't you do 75 and 30? Hi, Vanessa?
Because you're making it 100 and you just
Yeah, out of 100. So when we're finding percentages, we do a little thing called cross multiplication. Have any of you ever done cross multiplication? Yeah, some of you have done it, right? So what we're going to do is you're going to put x over 100, because we don't know what the percentage is yet. That's what x is. You'll be learning about x and using letters in math when you learn algebra.
Oh my God.
But for right now, we're doing x over 100. You'll put a little equal sign. Now, if we want to find the percentage of land, how many turns did we have in all?
24.
24 turns, right? We went 24 times. And out of those 24 times that we went, how many times did we get land? 9 times, right? So 9. So when I'm talking about cross multiplication, what do you think I'm going to do? Cross. What do you think cross is? Am I doing this? No, Vanessa, what am I going to do?
Would you do 100 times 9?
Yeah, you would kind of go like this. I used to think of it as making like a heart. You go like that, and then you go like that. So you have 100 times 9, which is what?
900.
9 times 100 equals 900. And then you have 24x. So you have 900 equals 24x. Now I want to get x by itself. This might be a little confusing because we haven't worked with x yet, but so it's 24 times x. How do you think we get x by itself? What do you think we have to do? What's the opposite of of multiplication?
Division.
Huh, I just gave you the answer. Division, right? So what do you think we have to do with 24?
Divide it.
Divide it. Okay. So if I divide this by 24, that takes it away because 24 divided by 24 is 1. What do you think I have to do to this side? Someone else besides Connor, what do you think I'll have to do? I did it to this side. What did we learn? When we do fractions, you have to do whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom.
Divide that by 900?
Yeah, divide by 900.
Oh,
Whatever we
by
do to this
24.
side, yeah, divided by 24. So, Sammy, do that for me. We don't know division yet, so. What is 900 divided by 24?
Doesn't work.
Do 900 first. Oh, the actual thing doesn't work. Here.
No, we can't.
Oh, thanks, Jordan. She got 37.5. So, land is, we got 37.5%. Okay, so now I found that percentage. How am I going to find water? What do I do?
Oh,
All right, Jacob, what do I do first? What is it out of? What do I have to find it out of, percentage-wise? What number are we working with? What's the big number?
100.
100, right? So I'll do x over 100 equals what? How many did we do in all? How many turns did we have in all? How many times did we toss the ball? 24 times. And how many times did we get water? How many times did we get water?
15.
Jaden, raise your hand. Thanks. 15. Now, what do I do? What do I do? You cross. You make your little heart. 100 times 15. 24 times x. So 24x equals, what's 100 times 15? Morgan?
1,500.
Yep. Now what do I do? Looking over here. How did I get rid of 24 on this side? What did I have to do? Someone else besides Ryan. I've heard his voice a lot today. Sammy.
Divide.
Yeah, I divided by 24. So that means I have to do what to this side? Kylie?
Divide that by 24.
Divide it by 24. Sammy, what's my calculator? So 1,500 divided by 24. One more zero. 24. I think you multiplied it. Hold on. 1, 0, 0.
Divided by 22.
There we go. 62.5. 62.5 what? What are we working with? Percent, right? 62.5%. So what do you think this tells us? What do you think this tells us? I know it was just a game and we're saying, oh, my thumb landed on water. Oh, my thumb landed on land. But what do you think this tells us? What were we trying to figure out?
How much more percentage is there water than land?
Yeah. So it kind of gave us an estimate saying, okay, if my thumb lands on water more than it lands on land, what does that mean?
That there's more.
Ariana, what does it mean?
There's more water on Earth than there is land.
There's more water on Earth than there is land. So how many of you, when you were doing the first question, when you had to predict, said there was more water than there was land? How many of you said that? If you did 75 then 25, you did it. No, not everyone did it? I think everyone did. Ashanti, what did you put for how much water there was on Earth? 75, so you should be raising your hand because you just said there's more water than there is land. How many of you put the 75%? 70 or above. You put 70 or above for how much water there was on Earth. Nick, what'd you put? 75, so why aren't you raising your hand? Sierra, what'd you put? Yeah, you put 75, right? So any of you that put 75, which was almost all of you, I think you kind of already knew what it was. But, Morgan, do you have a question? No. Okay. You are correct. There is 75% water on Earth, which means there's less land. Yeah.
Last year we did some guy came in from the Pawtucket water place, the water supply, and he we did a lesson on water and all that, and he told us that there was 75% water.
Okay, so you guys kind of already knew. What's up, Kylie?
He showed us some videos and stuff of how, the water's clean and stuff, and how it's drinkable and stuff,
Okay, yeah.
but not how much is usable.
Okay. So, is this right? When we played the game and we got 62.5 and 37.5, is that about right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So our predictions and the true thing is close to what we got in our game. There's more water than land. Yes? All right. So going back to the locations of our water, when we said rivers, ocean, what of these are salt water? Salt water, yeah.
The ocean, the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, like all the oceans are salt water. So the ocean was salt. Anything else that we could think of that's salt water? Yeah?
Some like lakes.
Yeah, some lakes could be salt water. And now my question is, can we drink salt water? No, right?
Actually, you can't drink it from can believe it.
Well, yeah. Well, question: can you live off of drinking salt water?
No.
No, right? What kind of water do you drink? When you turn on the faucet at home to get a glass of water, is salt water coming out?
No.
No, right? What's coming out of it?
Tap water.
Tap water, which is fresh water, right? So, anyone whose finger landed on an ocean, which most of yours probably did, can we use any of that water? Is any of that usable?
No.
The Atlantic Ocean, the whole Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean. Is any of that usable water to us?
No.
No. How is that usable for us? Can we drink it? Can we feed our plants salt water? Is it good for our plants? Excuse me? Okay, yeah. There is salt in our bodies, but is the actual water usable for us, for our well-being? Is that salt water? Is that a huge percentage of it? I think that's a pretty huge percentage, because if you look at it, this is all the Pacific Ocean. So this whole thing is, you can't use it for drinking. So this is the Pacific, yeah.
Like sometimes, like if I lose a tooth or something, my parents will like give me salt water.
Okay, when they tell you to gargle it though, like gargling meaning like,
but,
yeah, what salt water does, salt water actually heals things. So like when you get like a tooth pulled or something, and they tell you to gargle water, salt water, it's because it helps heal it
But it's all like
faster.
salt water.
It doesn't taste good though. So the whole Pacific Ocean, okay. I'm waiting. Yeah, it needs to be warm salt water. Pacific Ocean can't be used. What do we got over here? Indian Ocean? No. We got this whole Atlantic Ocean. That's a lot of water that we can't use, right? So did any of you put over like 10%? How many of you put over 10% for usable water? Over 10%, meaning you did 20, you did 30, you did 40 for usable water. 50%. If you put anything over 10%, looking at it now, do you think you're right? No, right? Because what did we just say? Salt water. Can we use the salt water for drinking?
No.
No, right? So do we think it's over 50%?
Can you filter it though? Can you filter salt water? So.
Yeah, but think about like you're living out in the wild.
Yeah, they have
Do
these
you have a
water
filter? Do you have a filtration system with you? Can an animal just go up to an ocean and start drinking it? Besides like a fish? Yeah, but is it good for them?
No, it's not good for them.
No. You don't want to be, that's not going to give you what you need. Giving you more salt is going to make you even more thirsty. Do you notice when you're eating potato chips, when you're eating a lot of potato chips, do you become more thirsty or less thirsty? You become less thirsty when you eat potato chips? I wish I did. Okay, well if you're eating something salty like pretzels,
Or
popcorn or french fries. What's up, Brennan? Yeah, your tears are salt because you're made with salt in you, but you're not drinking your tears. You're not like... Alright. Waterfall. Everyone, I need your attention back up here. Come on. So now let's think of fresh water, where an animal can just go up to and drink it and get something out of it. Keyshawn. A river. What else? No? Anyone else? Brianna, what do you got?
Water bottles.
Okay. From the earth. Hi, Vanessa.
A Gulf, like kind of like the Gulf of Mexico, like.
Oh, but let's look at the Gulf of Mexico. Do we think
Gulf
that's
of
salt
Mexico.
water?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
It's
okay, so the Gulf of Mexico is actually right here. Okay, it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. So it goes into the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. So do we think that the Gulf is fresh water or salt water? Salt water. All right. What else do we have? Go ahead. Fresh water.
A creek.
A creek. A creek is like a small little river. Yeah, I Vanessa. What else we got? Pond. Kylie, say that again. A stream. Cactus. Just lost it. Go ahead. Okay, some trees can have water. Coconuts can have water. Plants have water. Swamps have water. Not too clean, but it is fresh water. Alright, so even though I'm waiting. Oh, hold on, put your hands down for a second. So even though we have less things that we can get salt water from, and it seems like we have a lot more that we can get fresh water from, salt water still takes up, because oceans are so big, they take up almost half of our water sources, right? More than half of our water source. So, what? So Nick's saying so, like, who cares? Who cares? Why do we care? Why do we care about fresh water versus salt water? Why do we even care about water on the planet? Why is this important? Raise your hand. Why do we even care about this? Why are we even learning about this? I said we're going to be talking about the water cycle. What does that have to do with anything? Why do you think we're starting with water on our planet? Why? Kylie?
Because you need water to live.
A lot of things, all living things need water to live, right? When you were writing your brochures, a lot of how things work together, a lot of you said the kangaroo needs water to live, to survive. So without water, would we survive? No, because you are also made of water. So if you're not drinking water, do you think you're going to be able to live if you're made of water? No. Jordan, why else would this be important? Are you going to answer that question?
I was going to ask you.
What?
What about like juice?
Juice, yeah, juices have water in it, but they need water to make the juice. Unless it's just freshly squeezed oranges. But then think about it. Could the oranges grow without the orange tree being fed water?
Maybe.
Is anything going to grow without water?
No.
No, right?
Which means we couldn't survive because we couldn't breathe.
Exactly.
Trees and plants.
There's no possible way that we would be able to survive without water. That's what this lesson is telling you.
But there is water, so we're all happy.
What?
But there is water, so.
Oh yeah, there is water, so we're really happy about that. Exactly. So I'm going to show you something, and on the computer, and it is, so it's a water bubble. I'll turn one of the lights off so you guys can see it. Shh. Too much talking. So there's a big one and there's a little one. What do you think the big one represents? The big water bubble? What type of water do you think that represents? Sabrina?
Salt water.
Salt water. And how about the smaller one? How much do you think that represents? Or what type of water do you think that represents, Daisy? Fresh water, right? And in comparison to the world, does that look like we have a lot of water? No, it doesn't. doesn't. So this is something that we have to think about. When we're taking hour-long showers, do you think that's good for our planet?
No, but
You think that's good for our planet?
Well, it would make our planet smell better.
Raise your hand. You need to raise your hand to answer a question. Okay, taking an hour-long shower might be good for you. But
the planet smell, wouldn't it make the planet smell better if everybody takes
raise your hand, Ryan. You didn't raise your hand. I didn't call on you. Yeah, Keyshawn. Yeah, and? We said that. Okay. Vanessa, do you think the hour-long showers are a good idea for the maybe good for you?
It isn't good for the environment because it's just wasting water that isn't going to necessarily be used afterwards because it ends up going down and draining and doesn't get used
Yeah.
for purposes. It's good for your benefits, but not for the world's benefits.
Yeah. Do you think an hour-long shower is really necessary? No, right? Unless you're super, super dirty and you haven't showered in 2 months, maybe then it's good. But Connor, what do you got?
My tooth bleeding.
Okay, you can go get a drink of water. Yeah, water. Yeah, don't get any salt water. Okay, so can everyone take out a piece of paper? And if you don't have a piece of paper, raise your hand. This can be done quietly. Who does not have a piece of paper? Please raise your hand. Okay, just leave it there for a second. Ryan, get up, please. Jacob, you good with, or do you need a piece of paper? You good? Everyone has a piece of paper? Want to give one to Connor just when he comes back? Alright. Individually, which means what?
by yourself.
By yourself. You need to make sure you guys know what that means.
Independent.
Independently. You're going to answer a question for me. And your question is, I'll write it down so you guys all can read it, but listen to me first. Johnny likes to water his driveway. He says he's not wasting water because the earth has a lot of usable water. Do you agree or disagree? Use what you learned today to explain your position. So, I'm not looking for a 5-page paper. Not 2 sentences either. I want you to be able to, you just need to answer the question. So, Johnny likes to water his driveway. So he's sitting there every day watering his driveway. Just sitting there. He wants it maybe to look like a waterfall. He wants his own personal waterfall. He says he is not wasting water because the earth has a ton of usable water. Do you agree or disagree? And use what you learned today to support your position. Get to it. I'll write it and then show it on the board for you. So basically, Connor, what we're writing about is this kid, Johnny. He likes watering his driveway, right? And he's saying that it's a good idea to water his driveway because Earth has a lot of usable water. Do you agree or disagree with him and support your idea with what we learned today? You should be working on this silently. Johnnny.
so some of it's usable, but is all of it usable? Can we use all of it? No, what water can't we use? Yeah, we can use water. So do you think that it's a good idea to use water in your driveway? Do you think it's a bad idea to use water in your driveway? I don't know, it's crazy. But do you think it's a good idea or bad idea? Okay, why do you think it's a bad idea? You have to use ideas of what we learned today. So I'm supporting that. And what he said that like there's a lot of usable water on Earth. Is that true? He says. But he needs to learn how to cook water.
It's okay if you put the wrong name.
Alright. Just want to hear on that, Evan? Anyone need help? All good?
When you're done, if you can put your name on it and take it out of a notebook. If you have it in a notebook so I can collect it. Please. Well done, Evan. Alright. Can you write your name on it, please? Alright. You can take out a book too, please. Did everyone get the writing prompt? Yeah? Or the question, I should say. Thanks, Evan. Your name? Once you're done and you hand it in, you can silently read before recess, but finish up.